Think you're chasing the northern lights over Iceland or sailing the silent fjords of Greenland. No, this is Scandinavia's wild heart, and this is Norway. A land where mountains rise like ancient cathedrals, and the sea carves stories into stone. Here, nature doesn't simply surround you, it commands your soul. From the mirror-like stillness of Geirangerfjord to the thunder of waterfalls in Hardanger, from Arctic villages bathed in midnight sun to cities where modern design meets Viking legacy, Norway unfolds as a living poem written in ice wind and light. It is a place of quiet power, where every horizon hums with myth and every step feels like walking through the pages of an old saga. Yet beneath its wild beauty lies a rare simplicity. People who live in rhythm with nature, crafting warmth from the cold and meaning from the silence. Unhurried, untamed, unforgettable Norway invites you not to witness but to feel, not to conquer but to belong. This is not just a journey north. It's a return to the essence of wonder itself. Carved by ancient glaciers in western Norway, Geirangerfjord stands as one of Earth's most breathtaking natural masterpieces. Its towering cliffs, plunging waterfalls like the famed Seven Sisters, and mirror-like waters create a scene that feels almost celestial. This fjord isn't just a landscape, it's a living sculpture of time, formed by relentless ice and the patience of nature. Beyond its beauty, Geirangerfjord is a sanctuary of biodiversity and a symbol of Norway's dedication to environmental preservation. Conservation efforts protect its fragile ecosystems from the rare mountain flora to seabirds nesting along sheer rock faces. Each dawn, mist rolls through the valley like breath from the mountains themselves, a reminder of nature's rhythm, eternal yet delicate. Watching the water cascade down the stone, one senses a profound philosophy, endurance through harmony. The fjord teaches that strength is not in resistance, but in flow, the way rivers carve their own paths through stone. Standing before Geirangerfjord, travelers do not merely witness a wonder. They listen to the eternal dialogue between earth and water's silence and sound endurance and grace. perched 700 meters above the shimmering lake. Ringadalsvatnet Trolltunga, or the Troll's Tongue, is one of Norway's most iconic landmarks. This dramatic rock formation was born from glacial erosion during the Ice Age, sculpted over millennia into a natural platform that seems to defy gravity. Legends say trolls once roamed these peaks frozen to stone by sunlight, leaving behind this mythic tongue as a reminder of their presence. Science reveals a story of ice and pressure of Earth reshaped by time. Yet for those who trek here, after hours of ascent through wind and mist, the experience transcends geology. Standing at its edge, surrounded by clouds, you feel both infinitesimal and infinite. The wind howls like an ancient chant, the silence below deep as eternity. Trolltunga is not merely a destination. It's a rite of passage for those who seek the sublime. It embodies the contrast that defines Norway danger and serenity myth, and reality endurance and awe. In that suspended moment above the abyss, you realize what it means to truly be alive, to find beauty not in comfort, but in challenge. Rising 604 meters above the Geirangerfjord Preikestolen, known as Pulpit Rock, is a natural altar suspended between sky and sea. Formed during the last ice age when glaciers carved deep fjords into the bedrock, its perfectly flat summit feels almost deliberate, as if nature intended it for contemplation. Myths say it was shaped by giants. Science attributes it to time and erosion, yet its presence commands reverence. From its edge, the world expands infinitely. Fjords gleam below clouds, drift at eye level, and silence envelops everything. For travelers, the ascent is a pilgrimage, each step an encounter with gravity and faith. The moment one stands atop, fear transforms into wonder, and stillness becomes profound. Preikestolen is more than a rock. It is a mirror of the soul's ascent toward freedom. Its stark geometry against the sky reminds us that power and peace can coexist, that even in the vastness of creation, there is room for human awe. Here, where the earth ends and the heavens begin, you find not emptiness, but elevation in spirit and in sight. Far beyond the Arctic Circle lies Svalbard, a realm of ice wind and silence where life endures against all odds. This archipelago, halfway between mainland Norway and the North Pole, is both desolate and deeply alive. Glaciers flow like frozen rivers, polar bears roam the tundra, and the aurora ignites the endless night. Yet Svalbard is also a vault of humanity's hope. The global seed vault where seeds from every nation are preserved against catastrophe. The land embodies contrast peril and preservation extinction and continuity. Here, survival itself becomes a sacred act. The Arctic fox prowls beneath the aurora. Seabirds nest in cliffs that have faced millennia of storms. The human settlement's small and isolated hum with quiet resilience. Svalbard's philosophy is carved in ice endurance, without conquest, presence, without possession. To stand here is to confront the fragility of all things, and to understand that silence, too, is a teacher. Amid the vast whiteness, Svalbard whispers an eternal truth. The measure of civilization is not how we dominate nature, but how we coexist with it. Deep in the heart of southern Norway lies Jotunheimen, the home of the giants in Norse mythology, a land sculpted by ice time and legend. This vast mountain wilderness, crowned by Galdhøpiggen and Glittertind, the two tallest peaks in northern Europe, embodies both grandeur and endurance. Glaciers still breathe across its ridges, while crystal lakes mirror skies heavy with snow and silence. Here, nature commands reverence. Storms roll in like gods awakening from myth. For centuries, it has tested explorers and sheltered wildlife. Reindeer, Arctic foxes, and golden eagles thrive within its untamed expanse. But beyond its physical might, Jotunheimen offers a deeper reflection on coexistence. To hike here is to feel both small and infinite, to understand that humanity's greatest strength lies not in conquest, but in humility before creation. The park's essence whispers an ancient truth. Even giants bow to the mountains. In its stillness, Jotunheimen teaches endurance, balance, and awe, a sacred conversation between human breath and the pulse of the earth. Often called Norway's lesser-known Lofoten Senja, remains one of the country's best-kept secrets. a cinematic blend of towering peaks, turquoise fjords, and windswept fishing villages. Located in Trolltunga, Finnmark, this island is where the Atlantic's fury meets Arctic serenity. Dramatic cliffs plunge into the sea while auroras sweep across skies untouched by urban glow. Its untouched nature shelters sea eagles, seals, and migrating whales, sentinels of a fragile balance. Yet Senja's beauty is more than visual, it's emotional. Life here follows the rhythm of tides and silence where communities endure long winters through unity and ritual. Each dawn feels like a renewal, a triumph of persistence over isolation. Travelers find in Senja not spectacle, but sincerity, the kind of beauty that doesn't shout, but breathes. Its message is quiet but profound. True wilderness is not chaos but harmony. On Senja's lonely roads between ocean spray and mountain mist, one rediscovers the art of simply existing. At the meeting point of forest and fjord, Oslo embodies the future of living in harmony with nature. The Norwegian capital, once a Viking trading post, has evolved into a city of innovation, sustainability, and soul. Its geography is striking a metropolis, surrounded by pine forests and the Oslofjord's calm waters. History breathes through the Akershus fortress and the royal palace, while the spirit of creativity thrives in the Munch Museum and the Barcode skyline. Yet Oslo's true marvel lies in its philosophy: progress without excess. Electric trams glide through streets where art and ecology coexist. The air feels as alive as the ideas that shape it. It's a city that whispers rather than roars, clean, intelligent, humane. The Oslo Opera House, with its marble slopes rising from the water, symbolizes this connection between culture and landscape. Here, citizens don't escape nature, they live within it. Oslo stands as a beacon of what cities can become, not monuments to human dominance, but collaborations with the planet. Nestled between mountains and sea, Bergen is Norway's poetic heart, a city where rain turns every color more vivid and history breathes through wooden walls. Once a key member of the Hanseatic League, Bergen thrived as a maritime hub linking Scandinavia to Europe's trade routes. Its old wharf, Bryggen, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, remains a living relic of that golden age. Rows of colorful timber houses leaning gently, as if whispering tales of seafarers and storms. Yet beyond its commerce, Bergen has always been a cradle of art and culture. Home to composer Edvard Grieg, to museums and festivals that celebrate Norway's creative soul. The city's atmosphere is both melancholic and hopeful, mist rolling over rooftops, church bells echoing through narrow alleys. Bergen teaches the beauty of endurance, of finding warmth and community against relentless rain. Its spirit is like its landscape, resilient, lyrical, timeless. In every drop of drizzle, Bergen reflects the quiet grandeur of Norway, a harmony of nature, history, and heart. In central Norway, where the Nidelva River curves like a ribbon through the hills, lies Trondheim, a city of faith, knowledge, and legacy. Founded by Vikings over 1,000 years ago, it once served as the nation's capital and remains the spiritual heart of Norway. At its core stands the majestic Nærøyfjord Cathedral, Northern Europe's most sacred Gothic structure, built upon the tomb of Saint Olav, Norway's patron saint. Its spires pierce the sky. Its stained glass glows like captured dawn. Trondheim's cobbled streets and wooden houses echo centuries of learning. The city is also home to Norway's leading university, NTNU, a center of modern intellect. Here, the past and future walk side by side. Students cross bridges once trodden by kings. The air carries a sense of reverence and renewal. Trondheim's message is timeless, that true greatness lies not in conquest, but in continuity. Like its river, ever-flowing yet constant, the city reminds us heritage is not something we preserve, but something we live. On Norway's southwestern coast, Stavanger bridges the past and future, a city born from the sea and reborn through oil. Once a modest fishing port, it flourished during the 20th century as Norway's energy capital. Yet, it has never lost touch with its soul. Cobblestone streets wind between white wooden houses, their charm unchanged for centuries, while contemporary art and design pulse through its museums and harbor front. Stavanger is both heritage and innovation, a dialogue between tradition and transformation. Nearby, the mighty Preikestolen looms, casting its shadow over the city like a guardian of time. Festivals fill its squares, voices rise from cafes and boats, and the scent of salt water blends with modern ambition. Stavanger's story mirrors Norway's own journey from seafaring resilience to technological grace. Its essence reminds us that progress, when rooted in history, doesn't erase the past, it elevates it. The city stands as a living metaphor, where waves of change meet anchors of memory, and from that meeting, identity endures. Tucked within the lush valley of Borgund Stave Church, rises like a wooden poem, dark, intricate, and eternal. Built in the 12th century entirely from pine, it is one of Norway's best preserved stave churches, where architecture becomes faith carved into form. Every beam and dragon head carving embodies the convergence of Viking artistry and Christian devotion. Its layered roofs seem to breathe, ascending toward the heavens, like prayers caught in motion. Once a sanctuary for travelers and shepherds, it remains a testament to craftsmanship that defies time, constructed without nails, only joinery and belief. Inside, shadows dance over runic inscriptions and worn pews, whispering centuries of worship and silence. Borgund is more than a church. It is a bridge between worlds, between the pagan and the sacred, the earth and the divine. Standing here, one senses the humility of human creation against the vastness of nature. The scent of old wood, the hush of wind, they remind us that true strength lies not in grandeur, but in grace that endures the centuries. High in central Norway, the town of Røros sits like a painting in snow, a preserved mining settlement where time itself seems reluctant to move. Founded in the 17th century, it once pulsed with the clang of copper, fueling Norway's early prosperity. Today, its wooden houses and narrow lanes remain perfectly intact, earning it a place among UNESCO's World Heritage Sites. Røros tells a story not of wealth, but of endurance of communities surviving brutal winters through craftsmanship, faith, and solidarity. Smoke still rises from turf-roofed cottages. Artisans still forge metal and weave wool by hand, and the air still carries echoes of pickaxes and prayer. The town's simplicity hides its resilience. Beneath every timber wall lies a testament to human persistence against the Arctic's indifference. In winter, when the aurora brushes its rooftops, Røros becomes a living museum, a dialogue between frost and fire, memory and present. It teaches that heritage is not static. It breathes through those who keep its rhythm alive. At 71 north, where the continent surrenders to the Arctic Ocean, lies Nordkapp, the North Cape. Here, the Earth curves visibly, and in summer, the sun refuses to set, bathing the horizon in endless gold. Ancient travelers once believed this was the edge of the world, where sea and sky merged into eternity. Science may have replaced the myth, yet the feeling remains. To stand on this cliff is to face infinity. Wind roars like the chorus of creation waves crash against stone, older than memory, and silence stretches beyond comprehension. A steel globe crowns the Cape, symbol of human curiosity, of the eternal urge to go farther. But Nordkapp is not merely a destination. It is an encounter with existence itself. The journey here strips away all that is non-essential until only wonder remains. And in that vast solitude, one realizes exploration is not about distance, but depth, the courage to stand at the edge of the world and feel deeply that you belong to it. Hidden between towering mountains in Vestland County, Nærøyfjord, is the most dramatic of Norway's fjords, a 17-kilometer masterpiece, so narrow that at times it feels like the mountains might close in upon you. Recognized by UNESCO, it's both a geological wonder and a hymn to silence. Steep cliffs plunge straight into emerald water. Waterfalls descend like liquid light, and mist curls over farms, clinging to impossible slopes. This fjord is a sanctuary for life. Seals, porpoises, and sea eagles thrive here untouched by modern intrusion. Yet its power is not in scale, but intimacy. To drift through Nærøyfjord is to move through a living cathedral, where every echo and ripple speaks of eternity. It reminds us that beauty is not always vast. Sometimes it lies in stillness and proportion, in the quiet perfection of balance. As the boat glides through its narrow heart, the world outside fades and you feel suspended between sky and reflection. In that moment, the soul and nature are indistinguishable. As the northern lights fade into the silent dawn, Norway leaves behind more than memories. It leaves an echo. From the pulse of the Viking drums to the stillness of its fjords. From ancient stones to the warmth of its people. This land teaches us something rare. That beauty is not only what we see, but what moves within us. Every mountain, every whisper of wind carries a story of endurance and harmony, of a people shaped by nature, yet forever reaching beyond it. The journey through Norway is never truly over. It lingers in the soul, in the light, and in the quiet realization that wonder is not a destination, but a way of seeing. This is not the end, it is an invitation to return and to keep discovering the untamed heart of the North.